I started teaching elementary school, many years ago, and that's kind of been like my forte. That's where I'm really good, and I ended up getting this high school position. It was kind of off balance. It took me a while to get my rhythm. I tried to do like the same stuff with skill drills and stuff with my high school students, but I had students that didn't play these sports and were kind of trying to wonder why they were learning to do jump shots or chipping a soccer ball. And he's like, a bearded logger. He's like, I don't play soccer, so this is kind of a waste of my time. So what I was trying to do is figure out that was like a big challenge for me. So I had to try to start adapting things. The challenges I faced were participation is different in PE because your athleticism and physicality is on display. Where in an art class, if you can only draw stick figures, well, not everybody's looking at your stick figures, right? And then some of these students had a really strong background or advanced set of skills playing these sports, and other students, maybe had never played them at all. So I got kids that have been playing since kindergarten against kids who never participated in these sports, and we're all trying to play some kind of basketball game or volleyball game. And then, of course, there's different levels of competitiveness, which I was trying to deal with. I mean, some kids are just in it for fun, but some kids they're pretty serious about it. And then, of course, you got different bodies. Like a 14-year-old, freshman, maybe weighing 100 pounds, and then like a 18-year-old varsity senior athlete, 250 pounds. And it was hard to have sports and games where we were all, on the same page that way. And then, of course, there's health issues too. So those are all the challenges I was facing, trying to figure out how I was going to make it all work. And plus, I was trying to think back to my high school experience. I was not really much of a jock, and I was forced to do all these sports with the basketball team and the football team that I really didn't want to be doing. And I didn't have much option, and that's what we did back in the day. We just played those games and sports. So I was trying to accommodate for all this. I tried offering different classes, but it seemed like within a small school, kids just basically got stuck in whatever PE class was open for them. So I stopped doing that. And then Beth was talking to me at the beginning of this year about UDL, and she was using this ski slope idea, the different ski trails, beginner, blue and green and black for expert, and how, depending on how she felt, she's capable of doing, black diamonds, but maybe on an icy day where she's not feeling her best, she wouldn't want to go do a black diamond, but maybe she would be happy doing, a beginner trail. And so I started thinking about it in my class, how to make it work that way. And I started giving a lot of freedom and choice within each PE class. So I started doing there's many options from they can design their own workout program and work out in the weight room, or they can play the game that I've set up for the day or the week. Usually we play a game for about a week and then move on to something else. And they can do that for credit. They can play basketball because this group of students is pretty ravenous for basketball, so that's an option. I have bikes and treadmills and elliptical machines, so they can run on those or bike on those for credit, or they can simply walk for credit. And I noticed since I started setting my program up this way, I don't have anybody sitting out. I almost have 100% participation, which I've never had before. I've always had somebody sitting out for some reason or trying not to do what they're supposed to do. And I think it's really worked for a lot of my students. I have kids that come in and all they want to do is lift weights, and that's fine. That's really good. I have kids that come in and just want to play sports all the time. I have some kids that it really works for that, one day they're deciding that they're just going to walk, but then they see us playing the game, and eventually the student came up and said, "Hey, do you think I can come play this with you guys? If you show me what to do?" So he got the courage to come and do that, and then he got really interested in working out, and I ended up designing this kid a workout program, and so he really took advantage of all the different ski trails, so to speak, and it was really cool to see him change and grow throughout the semester. And then the other thing I like about it is rather than teaching a group of students a specific skill, it kind of happens organically. So I can, I might work out with a group of students for a couple of weeks and show them different stuff, and then move on to maybe some days I'll just walk with somebody and talk, get to know that kid. So it helps building relationships too. I usually participate with my students one way or another. I'm never sitting and just watching my class. I'm always actively part of everything that they're doing as well. I believe in teaching by modeling, demonstrating. And then, yeah, it works with like the super self-motivated students that want to really get in shape and take it to the next level. They get to go in and use the weight room. I got a student who really likes to box. She's actually gotten so into it that she goes down to St. Albans, down to the Rail City Fight Club down there, the boxing gym. And she even did she did a project on the health benefits of anxiety and mental health, like through boxing, like how she manages her stress. And then I did a yoga class, which really put me out of my comfort zone. But after about 3 years now, it's one of the better programs I think we have. There were so many students after the pandemic. I think that mental health and self-care became this big topic, and it was an amazing way for them to just kind of decompress. At the end of the class, after we do yoga, we would do like guided meditation, and I'd look around, look like a kindergarten class with like, a dozen kids like almost sleeping on these mats, just kind of breathing and relaxing. And then at the end of the semester, they create their own like 10, 15-minute yoga routine. But so I did keep my yoga class. That's one of the classes that I kept. But the rest of my class was a gym class with a lot of choice and a lot of options. And it's really worked well. I've always had a passion for like weightlifting and working out and fitness. When I got here, we didn't even have any equipment hardly. I actually scavenged a lot of our equipment from the Enosburg. They were building their new CrossFit gym, and they were throwing away all their stuff. So I went over in my pickup truck and brought all the stuff back here and kind of started our weight room, so to speak. But it's been really fun. I've had a lot of fun watching the students grow this way. And like I said, ever since I started offering more choice, I've had a lot more buy-in, and I've had a lot more participation than I have in the past years. So of all the years I've been teaching, this is probably my favorite year of teaching right now.
What I've learned in Farnham's PE class is to pretty much be myself, try my hardest even if I want to give up, never give up, always push yourself, make sure that you always put yourself first, and overall just be the best version of yourself that you can. So I think what makes Farnham's PE class unique is you get to come in and it doesn't feel like a PE class or a workout club. It pretty much feels like you can be yourself, you can be at home. Someone's already here to help you, like anyone you're with, working out with, they know what they're talking about. Farnham knows what he's talking about, and he'll always push you to do your best, even if you feel like you're at your lowest.
What makes Farnham's PE program so unique?
The fact that we get to choose what we do for like 40 minutes and then we get a really good grade. Just walking around, What about you? Yeah, the diversity of people and activities.
All right, what makes Farnham's PE program so unique?
The fact that you can pretty much do anything, and as long as you're being productive, you have free range. Yeah, he doesn't make you, we are always in the workout room because we don't really feel like playing, just going being with the rest of the class, and he's perfectly fine with that.
So what have you guys learned in Farnham's PE class?
He has taught us how to use different equipment in the workout room. He's taught us proper form with using the equipment.
Okay, Mr. Pike, what makes Farnham's PE class so fun and unique?
I think probably the fact that Farnham plays games with us. Whether you want to work out, he'll help you out with a plan, or you want to play volleyball or basketball, he'll always get into it. Where you have some PE teachers, like mine when I was in elementary school and middle school, and some high schools where they'll just tell you what to do, give you a program, or you do this thing for 1 week and then you switch. We do whatever we're feeling like. So it's a very free time to just enjoy what you like.
What have you learned in Farnham's PE class?
I think I've learned the real value of teamwork. I play sports, and there's always team building exercises and stuff like that you could do with your other friends and your teammates, but I think really working with the different kinds of people, so you have people, no matter what they're into, playing sports with us, playing games with us, and you really get to learn more about these people. You get to learn more about how everybody is different, but how at once we're all together, and we're like a family.
Okay, what makes Farnham's PE program so unique?
Well, I think what makes Farnham's program unique is that we have a choice of playing volleyball one day or coming in here working out. He teaches us what to do and everything, so I could throw cornhole bags, and then 10 minutes later I come in here and hit a quick workout with people, and he lets us have freedom and lets us do what we want to do.
What have you learned in Farnham's PE class?
Well, pretty much Farnham throughout my high school career, he's taught me literally every machine, what they do, how to do proper workouts, like how to just work all the equipment the right way and how to hit different muscle groups. And he's taught me all the possible PE games we could do in this whole class, and just teaches me to work hard. Yes.
Farnham's PE class is very unique from others because we have a lot of opportunity to partake in different ways.
Like, you can work outside, go in the workout room, do yoga, we've got track equipment, and you name it.
And through this class, we've established a great relationship with yoga. We've learned to better our minds and our bodies with Mr. Farnham.